Oh, there it is.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
Oh, there it is.
All right. We are back for this broadcast of the NWI Cardinals on the Hashmark Sports Network. Today's broadcast on the Hashmark Network is brought to you by John's Architectural Metal Solutions Incorporated. Experience the gold standard in architectural excellence with John's White Glove Service, specializing in the exterior installation of ACM panels, slate, MCM, and more. John's ensures every project is a masterpiece. Each panel is crafted in their state-of-the-art facility, ensuring unmatched quality and precision. Discover how John's can elevate your next project by visiting jamsold.com. John's Architectural Metal Solutions, where your vision meets our craftsmanship. Zach, we are here with your 6-1 Cardinals taking on the Mariners. CJ Hardy up to bat first.
Yeah, and honestly, this offense has been humming lately. Last game, we weren't able to broadcast for it, obviously, but we are coming off a combined no-hitter between kind of our big three of Alex Legg, CJ Hardy, and Ty Schoonover. So this team is rolling high on momentum and looking to improve to 7-1 after today.
They are. Lineup for the Cardinals today, batting leadoff, playing short, CJ Hardy. Salazar behind the plate, batting 2. Darian Edmond in left, batting 3. Larea at 4, playing second base. Alec Legg is on the mound as there comes a ball, 2-1 the count. Alec Legg is on the mound, batting 5th. Mitch Finnegan in center, batting 6th. Jeremy Ortiz rounding out the outfield in the right, batting 7th. Michael Nelson playing third base, batting 8th. Cam Legg playing first, batting 9th. And Stoner, Anderson, and Salazar, all extra hitters, batting 10, 11, and 12. 2-2 the count here on CJ Hardy. Batting .316 this season so far for the Cardinals.
I've said it before, I'll say it again, and I'll probably continue to say it as long as the season's going on. If the top 3, top 4, top 5, top 6 in this order can just continuously get on base.
There it is right there. Little single to right for CJ Hardy to start off the game.
We can do some serious damage. It's perfect timing with that hit.
One aboard now for the Cardinals with none out. Bringing up Ivan Salazar, slashing a dominant .450 batting average so far on the season with an 1,100 OPS. He was 3 for 3 with a double and 4 RBI versus the Expos last game. The lefty steps into the box. Lefty pitcher throws. A little bit of a sidearm there. It's ball 1. Sidearm lefty. You don't see those.
You really don't. Maybe he's going to do a little bit of a slide step to kind of account for the man on first.
It's low there for ball 2. On Salazar here in the top of the first. Hardy runs well. 3 for 3 on stolen bases so far this year. It's well inside. 3-0 the count now to Salazar. Has a 500 OBP.
Anytime you have a player with a coin flip of whether he's going to get on base or not, you got to get that man as many at-bats as possible within the game.
Absolutely. It looked like a little bit of a chase there from Salazar on 3-0. 3-1 the count now. Fouled that one off. I got my laptop says 69 degrees here in Chesterton. I would beg to differ.
Checking the forecast, it said somewhere around 90 to 93 through the course of this game. But luckily, at least the two of us are situated in some shade. And got a nice little walk for Salazar to put men on first and second with no outs.
Bringing up Darren Edmond, new free agent this year to the league, batting .312 with a 728 OPS. Slowing inside for ball 1. Common theme with the Cardinals this year, Zach, taking pitches, not chasing too much. And then when they give them a strike right down the middle, we're ripping it.
Yeah, and that's how you get to the bullpen relatively quickly. You get the starting pitcher's pitch count pretty high.
That one is fouled back.
Ooh. You get the pitch count real high for the starter. Get a lot of chances for scoring runs, especially when you're drawing walks like that, whether it's 4, 5, 6 pitches. Very important.
We've got a pretty low backstop fence here. Fouled back will almost always come directly towards us. We'll have to watch our equipment here.
I almost brought my glove just to play a little defense myself out here.
Ball high and inside, ripped foul for Edmond. 2-2 the count. Lefty on the mound. Looks like he has a bit of a shoulder brace on that left arm. Swing and a miss there for Edmund. Strike 3 for the first out of the game. Bringing up Carlos Larrea.
Yeah, that was a real nice pitch on that strikeout. Looked like off speed, up and away. Batter was in front of it, and pitcher got him a swing and whiff on it.
Larrea has only played in 4 games so far of the 7 Cardinals games. He has a .556 batting average and a 1,400 OPS in that time, though. Ball gets away. Both runners are going to advance easily to scoring position, taking away what would be the inning-ending double play. Larrea with 5 RBIs in 4 games.
But now with the base open in the lefty versus righty matchup, you got to think you can kind of pitch around him here to load the bases to reinstitute that double play chance. But at the same time, with a player like Alex Legg hitting 5, he's been bringing in runs all year. I know 2 weeks ago when we called that last game, he had 3 or 4 RBI in a 14-15 run outing for the Cardinals. So he knows how to bring them in when they're on base.
Indeed, and that ball is ripped to short. Shortstop handles it well, makes it throw to first. Hardy will score. Salazar safe at third on the out. But the Cardinals go up 1-0. Man on third, 2 outs, bringing up the aforementioned Alec Legg. Legg batting 471 on the year, 8 hits, all singles. 6 RBI.
Sometimes a man just wants to be by himself.
It's outside for ball 1.
We've seen it before when Alec is pitching. If he rips a single or, well, not even a double, just singles, as you said, he only hits singles. He might just be getting a pinch ran for by C.J. Hardy, especially when he's on the mound.
Correct. They did that a lot in the last game, or 2 games ago against the Brew Crew.
That's just what happens when you get on base a lot.
And with him batting 5, he almost always has runners in scoring position, or at least runners on base, as we have Carlos Larrea pinch running now for Ivan Salazar, who with 2 outs, I'm assuming he's going to get his catcher's gear on here for the next inning.
It's always nice to give the catcher a little bit of a head start.
It's in there for strike 2. 1-2 the count now to Legg. With a runner on third, 2 outs here. 1-0 cushion here for the Cardinals. The wind and the pitch, low and inside. 2-2. To Legg with a 997 OPS, just a tick under 1,000. Getting on base here would put him over that 1,000 mark. Ball is tipped very short to the pitcher. Alec running hard. Ball is thrown well into right field. Legg's going to run easily into second. Larrea is going to score at home. And Legg is going to reach second on an error. Tough play to make, though, for the pitcher there.
Yeah, and
as you can see, he's not happy with himself.
And Legg, honestly, he kind of went a little inside on that base path to kind of force a wider throw than you would normally make to the bag. But that's just baseball, and it's a way to take advantage of the opportunity.
Bringing up Mitch Finnegan, batting .250 on the year. He was 0 for 2 against the Expos in the last game.
Finnegan's been a real solid defensive center fielder for us. We haven't seen much get past him in the games we've called.
Definitely. It's very valuable. First pitch is a ball to Finnegan, 1-0 the count. Got an RBI and 4 walks on the year. It's outside. Ball 2. Chance to get a little 2-out rally going here, Zach. If you can get Finnegan on base, or if he gets a hit and can score Edmund, who is running for Alec Legg.
I have to think that something into the outfield grass will score him.
Yep. He almost looks like he wants to steal third here.
He's got a solid lead.
Pickoff attempt, unsuccessful. Thrown into center. Not too deep into center, though. Edmund runs the third safely. Runner advances on the wild pickoff. struggling to see the number there, Zach, for the Mariners pitcher.
He does have that little shoulder brace on, so if I'm not mistaken, maybe number 9.
That's what I was thinking. If it is number 9, that is Dave Zane. The wind and the pitch. That ball is popped up high. Catcher in pursuit. Catcher in pursuit. Third base cleans it up for the third out of the inning. Cardinals score 2 in the top. We head to the bottom of the first. Cardinals 2, Mariners 0. And we are back for the bottom of the first here from Chesterton. Alec Legg on the mound for the Cardinals starting off today. He has 4 appearances on the season, 11 2/3 innings pitched, giving up 8 hits, 1 earned run, 5 walks. Got 10 Ks with a 0.60 ERA and a 1.114 whip.
That's just dominance. There's no other way to put that. Only allowing 1 run and a sub-1 ERA on the season. You want to get that guy on the mound as much as possible.
Quincy Bell leading off here for the Mariners, batting .300 on the year. Got an RBI.
Rocking no gloves and choking up on the bat. Old school.
Like it. He was 0 for 1 with 2 walks and a stolen base against the Twins. In there for a strike there for Alec. 1-1 the count. That ball is popped to looks like shallow center. In pursuit. And again, for the out. You said it, Zach. He's been great in center field so far this year. Gets the first put out of the game.
Yeah, and those plays are never too easy. You have to rely on second base and shortstop to both lay off and let you run under it and get to it. I believe that bat was shattered.
It's like it.
Absolutely. It's firewood now.
Luis Orozco up to bat now for the Mariners, batting 2-hole. He's got a .600 batting average on the year. He was 1 for 1 with a double, a hit by pitch, and a stolen base in their last game against the Twins. That ball hit him. Another hit by pitch. And he will take his base. His OBP is through the roof as it was .636 going into that at-bat.
Call me crazy, but bold prediction, I think one of us gets a foul ball today.
I don't even know if that's bold. I'm just hoping nothing hits the equipment.
Yeah, if we're aware, we can catch it.
By the equipment, I mean my laptop.
We have to, we'll play a little bit of defense.
Pitcher up to the plate now for the Mariners, batting third. Dave Zane. He's going to rip that one up the middle for his first hit of the season. Runner Orozco almost went third, went back to second, almost got tagged out, but he's safe in there at second for a single. Mariners got 2 on with 1 out here in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, that was almost real dangerous for the runner on base. Took too wide of a turn to third and almost got thrown out.
Bringing up Sean Cunningham here. Batting .250 on the year. Also been pretty solid on the mound for the Twins, for the Mariners, excuse me. He was 0 for 3 against the Twins, pitched against them too. Swing and a miss there. Almost looked like that was a foul too. But 0-1 the count now to Cunningham. We'll see if Alec can get back into his quick pitching ways. It seems like when he's quick pitching is when he's really in his rhythm. Swing and a miss there. He was completely fooled on that one, was Cunningham.
Wow. Just threw him out at first.
What a play. That's how you stay alert on the baseball field. And those little outs are that's everything. Now you got to run. Now you got a man in scoring position with 2 outs instead of 2 on with 1 out, and that's huge.
I completely agree.
A strike away from getting out this inning is Alec. Salazar takes the throw to second. Does not get the lead runner. 1-2 the count now to Cunningham with a man on second. 2 outs. That ball is popped up. In pursuit. Flores makes the play for the 3rd out. We head to the top of the 2nd. Cardinals 2. Mariners. Good afternoon, Cardinals fans. Today's game is not just about great plays, it's also about great taste. I caught a sight of Las Mamacita's food truck earlier on in the season, and folks, it's a game changer. Thanks to our partnership with Hashmark Media, Las Mamacitas is the exclusive food truck of the NWI Cardinals. They're serving up authentic Mexican cuisine that's as thrilling as the game. If you haven't already, find your way to a Las Mamacitas food truck so you can cheer louder for the game you are at. Don't miss out on the action off the field with Las Mamacitas, proud partners of the Hashmark Media and your NWI Cardinals. We are here in the top of the 2nd with the Cardinals leading 2-0, bringing up Jeremy Ortiz.
Nice little lefty-lefty matchup.
Ball 1 to the lefty Ortiz from Zane. Pitch, that ball is ripped to second. Takes a high bounce above the second baseman. He can't recover in time. Ortiz is going to be in there with an infield single.
Looks like Zane is no longer sporting that shoulder brace.
Oh, wow. Let it off after the first inning. It was on his throwing arm as well. Bringing up Michael Nelson here, the third baseman for the Cardinals, batting .389 on the year. 865 OPS. That first pitch is in there for a strike. He was 2 for 2 last game versus the Expos with 3 RBI. Ball's hit back to the right for strike 2. Nelson's been great, hitting from the middle to the back of the order here for the Cardinals.
Yeah, and honestly, I think he's moved up a couple spots after that great performance against the Expos.
It's outside for a ball.
Got to get your hot hitters up to the plate.
1-2 the count to Nelson here. 1 on, nobody out. Cardinals already have a 2-0 cushion. That ball's way inside. Ortiz is going to advance easily to second. Doesn't matter. They're going to say that hit him, I believe. They're going to say that hit Nelson, who's going to take first base to make it first and second with nobody out, bringing up Cameron Legg for the Cardinals. He's batting .300 on the year with an .863 OPS, 3 RBIs, 6 walks.
Got a big chance here to do some serious damage. 2 on and no out here in the top of the second. If you're Legg, you have to advance them to second and third, or bring one of them in if you want to, or just load the bases by working a solid walk.
It's in there for a strike there on Legg. He was 1 for 2 against the Expos. Pitch in there for strike 2, looking on Cameron Legg. For everybody on TikTok, you can watch the actual game on the Hashmark Sports YouTube channel. The ball is ripped left. That's going to be caught by the left fielder. Runners on first and second, both return safely. 1 out here in the top of the second.
Yeah, that was a good piece of hitting. Just great defensive play by the left fielder. Just to work his way there, get the glove out. Nice little catch, and steal a hit from Legg.
Bringing up Justin Stoner, the extra hitter here. One of the extra hitters here for the Cardinals. He's only played in 1 game against the Brew Crew. Batting .500. That ball's ripped high behind the shortstop. Second baseman chases, makes the play. Runners have to return. Are they going to get there in time? Doesn't look like it. That will be a double play for the 3rd out of the inning, making it still 2-0 Cardinals as we head to the bottom of the second. And we are back for NWI Cardinals baseball on the Hashmark Network. We're in the bottom of the second. Cardinals lead 2-0 after putting up 2 in the first. Legg back on the mound after a shutout first inning. Legg pitched in that collective no-hitter for the Cardinals last game against the Expos. He had 2 innings, faced 8 batters, 19 pitches, No walks, no hits, no runs, 1 strikeout for Alec. As the team looks to be collecting on the mound in between innings here, I like the teamwork from the infield.
Yeah, for sure. I love Ivan's catching gear.
Yeah, I know it's nice. Little teal action, it looks like, with the baby blue of the uniforms.
Yes. I will say, in the few outings we've seen Alec pitching in, he seems to do a lot better when he starts the game rather than coming in relief.
Definitely. And they start him here again today. CJ Hardy was originally supposed to start, but he pitched in a weeknight league on Friday, so he's may come out of the pen, may not. That's in there for a strike. Ball's popped up. Larea under it at second base. Easily makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Bringing up number 17, Justin Williams for the Mariners, the lefty. Hitless on the year, but has a couple walks. Leg with the wind and the pitch. That ball is ripped over CJ Hardy's head at short. Darren Edmond cleans it up behind him, but that will be a single for Williams' first hit of the season.
Yeah, it was a good piece of hitting going inside out there. Just flipping it right over CJ's head, and unfortunately for us, it allows for a base runner.
Bringing up Stephen Dines for the Mariners. He's batting .300 on the year. He was 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch in their last game against the Twins.
A lot of movement in this batting stance.
A lot of it as he fouls off the first pitch there for strike 1. 0-1 the count with 1 on, 1 out. Mariners at the plate. Dines does not have an RBI yet this year, but he can hit a double here. Decent chance that he brings the runner home from first. Alec with the pickoff attempt to first, unsuccessful. He loves his pickoff, Zach, as we know.
Yes, he does.
Been pretty successful for the most part, too.
Yeah, he's gotten a couple guys in his few starts we've seen him.
Ball's ripped hard to CJ Hardy at short, to second for 1. The first is there for 2. Inning-ending double play for the Cardinals. We head to the top of the third. Cardinals 2, Mariners 0. I don't know. Bringing up Tyler Anderson here for the Cardinals. He was not in the original lineup for the Cardinals, but he got called up after raking in that weeknight league game that CJ Hardy pitched in. So he's here in the lineup, batting 11th. He's only played in 1 game so far this year, batting .500. That ball is high and outside for ball 1.
Yeah, I'm no expert, but if I'm Zane, I wouldn't be switching back and forth between the brace and no brace every other inning, just because it's going to be hard to find some consistency in a groove to throw there.
I got to imagine it's hard to pitch with it on, but if you got some pain, I mean, you got to do what you got to do.
Right. I mean, maybe it's kind of like an arm sleeve or shooting sleeve for like basketball players. The compression feels good, and it just helps you get a little bit locked in and into the moment.
Also depends on how long you've been pitching with it. I mean, if you have a shoulder injury and you're pitching with it for a year or so, I'm sure you get pretty used to it. But if it's like, oh, I got a little pain, let me try it today.
Or he just thinks it looks cool.
I doubt that. Strike one, even though I think it kind of does look cool. But shoulder pain for a pitcher, still out here fighting it.
I'm surprised he just doesn't rock it under the jersey.
Ball 4 to Anderson as he walks. Maybe it's doesn't want to have it on when he's hitting.
That could be.
Just take it on and off without having to.
And it was too quick of a turnaround.
Yeah. Instead of having to take your jersey off every time. Bringing up Dan Salazar, aforementioned father of Ivan Salazar, the catcher here.
Rocking the nice blue bat.
Yep.
Love the color coordination of this team.
He's been phenomenal this year, batting 500, 1,200 OPS for the Cardinals. It's in there for the first strike on him. Anderson got a decent lead at first. Sane checks first, the line and the throw. Ball is popped up to center. Center fielder chasing, jumps and makes the catch. Runner Anderson returns the first for first out of the inning. 1 on, 1 out now for the Cardinals, bringing up top of the order, C.J. Hardy.
They had a single in that first at-bat. A nice hard hit to shallow right field. Got a chance to do a little bit of damage here. He can get on base again or really just generate some momentum and make this pitcher work to get an out.
Would love to see him rip one into that gap there in left center.
Even right center.
Yeah, right
looks
center
even bigger.
too, yeah. Goes a little oppo. Ball's in there for a strike. Looked a little inside to me, but Blue calls it a strike, so we agree with Blue.
Feels like a slight cross breeze from the left foul pole to the right foul pole, so maybe that right center field gap is a lot more possible.
Pickoff attempt to first on Anderson is unsuccessful.
The ump, he had to question his own call a little bit. I think he was going to say he got him, but he changed his mind.
Big chest protector on him.
You always got to respect those guys.
Mm-hmm.
They look massive, big dudes.
Pickoff attempt again, unsuccessful on Anderson at first base.
It's the last of his major league disengagements. Do not quote me on that.
See, he's looking first again. That ball way outside. Very distracted by Anderson at first. Could play a positive factor here for CJ. The line in the pitch, that ball bounced softly to short. Tough play to make. He makes the play at second, but he bobbles the ball. Runners safe all around on a tough play, regardless, an error by, I guess, second base. The throw looked pretty well from short.
The throw was fine, but I think it was bobbled and maybe a little bit of NFL rulage here.
Right.
Didn't have complete control.
Also, a tough play to make if you're the shortstop.
Yes. On these infields, this is a relatively nice field, but a lot of the infields that we've seen have been a little choppy. So the play has been, at least just to get into the glove cleanly, it's not as easy as you'd like to think.
Bringing up Salazar here for the Cardinals. Been fantastic in the 2-hole, batting .450. The line, pitch is fouled off. First strike. First and second now for the Cardinals. Only 1 out here. Chance to extend that 2-0 lead that they have here in the top of the third.
Maybe I'm a little optimistic or just thinking a little too much, but I think a double steal attempt here would be pretty good. The delivery's kind of quick, but I don't know if I trust the catcher to get it to third in time. I trust C.J. Hardy to get a successful stolen bag, but going from second to third, that's the big question.
Swing and a miss there from Salazar. Strike 2.
That's a big swing. He was thinking extra bases for sure.
A double brings 2 home here easily. That's high for a ball. 2-2 the count here to Salazar. With 1 out, 2 on. That ball is ripped deep to left field. Left fielder chasing, not going to get there. That's going to take a hop off the fence And like we said, a double scores 2. He's going for 3. Salazar caught in between here. We now have a rundown. He throws it to third. Salazar gets back to second. The ball's overthrown at third. He fakes going to third. Back to second. Still in between bases. And what a crazy sequence that was there. Regardless, Ivan Salazar hits a deep double to left field off the wall, scoring 2 runs. It's 4-0 Cardinals here in the top of the third.
That was a good piece of hitting, too.
It was.
That thing just sounded real nice off the bat. Way to take a lefty. I don't know how deep the fences are here, but
For some reason, we can't. Maybe it's over in the corner there. Oh, we can't see it.
I think he was only 30 feet shy of the fence.
It's in there for a strike on Darren Edmond. And they're going to call a balk here on Zane, the pitcher. Salazar is going to stroll in easily to third. Putting a runner at third here with 1 out, and now we have a sac fly opportunity, Zach.
If I had to guess, I don't think a sac fly will happen. Salazar is not the graceful runner that we all hoped that a 2-hitter would be, but he did his job, brought in 2 runs. A single will score him.
Ball's fouled back. Strike 2.
I know we're mid-eventful inning, but what are you having for dinner tonight, Josh?
I think we're doing grill, hamburgers, and hot dogs. Classic Father's Day. You got anything special going, Zach?
Nothing too special, just brats and hot dogs. Grandparents are coming over.
There you go.
Shout out to George and Ruth Yonkman, 2 of the OGs.
Shout out to George and Ruth. 2 of the best ever do it.
Facts.
Another ripped back foul. He's hit that same part of the fence foul about 3 times as that bad now.
He's seeing the ball coming out of the hand pretty well, it seems like. If he wasn't, he wouldn't be swinging at all these, or at least making contact.
Chopped foul again. He's fighting in this at-bat, Zach, with a runner on third.
More than just fighting, I think he's winning. He's putting a lot of contact. It'd be different if he was swinging and missing and just fighting every single time, but nah, he's making contact.
Just got to time it up.
Sensing some solid contact here.
That ball's hit high to left field. Sac fly opportunity if they can do it. Salazar running hard. The throw is pretty accurate, but he's out at home on a close play for the Cardinals. Not going to score a run. That will be the 3rd out of the inning. Cardinals 4, Mariners 0. We move on here to the bottom of the third here on the Hashmark Network broadcast of the NWI Cardinals. Cardinals lead 4-0 here in the bottom of the third.
Game's got some good pace going on today. First few innings have kind of flown by, or at least the bottom halves.
Flowing outside there for ball 2. The wind and the pitch from Alec Legg is in there for a strike. 2-1 the count. Swing and a miss there.
That's a big hack. Drop him to a knee.
2-2 the count for Alec, who's pitched a scoreless first 2. Timeout called by the batter.
Has not been without a few lumps. He's walked, I believe, 1, given up a couple hits, but nothing's come of it so far.
And a swing and a miss there, coming back from down 2-0, gets the batter for the first out of the inning on a strikeout from Alec.
Seemed like a frustrating at bat.
Yeah, go up 2-0, and then called strike, swinging strike, swinging strike. You hate to see it if you're a Mariners fan.
But you love to watch it.
Ball was tipped, it looked like there.
I'm telling you, I've talked about it before, but foul tip, no matter the count, if it's caught, it should be an out. If you're making contact, you better put that thing in play.
And then a called strike there on the second pitch. Alec now goes up 0-2 in this at-bat after going down 2-0 in the first one. That ball is hit softly to second. Larea fields it cleanly over to Legg at first for the second out. Two outs now. The bottom of the third here. Bringing up A.J. Whitcomb for the Mariners, batting .250 on the year with a .607 OPS. He was over 2 with a K in the last game against the Twins. Swing and a miss there.
A big thing that we talked about after that Twins game, which is the Cardinals' only loss this year, was how they would respond and face the adversity of the loss and all the on-field rivalry turmoil between the two teams. And they seem to have responded really well. They rattled off, 2-3 wins in a row, and they're up 4-0 in this one.
That ball hit to third. Nelson makes the play. Great play by Nelson for a quick inning for Alec. We go to the top of the fourth. Cardinals 4, Mariners 0. We are back with NWI Cardinals baseball here on the Hashmark Sports Network.
And how long do you want it to be?
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
2-0 the count here to Larea. Leading off here in the fourth inning. Timeout called. That ball hits Larea. He's going to take his base here. Putting one on with none out here for the Cardinals. Chance to do some damage and blow this game open, Zach.
Yes. Sorry, I'm keeping track, making sure these cameras don't switch
All good.
inadvertently. But yeah, if you keep getting the leadoff man on, that leadoff man will just continue to have a chance to score, and more runs is always good.
Absolutely. That ball gets away from the catcher. Runner advances easily to second. Leg looking at another single to his single arsenal so far on the season. And a chance to add another RBI. He already has 6 on the season. Zane with the wind and the pitch. That ball hit right above second base. The play made easily by the second baseman. Larea stays at second. 1 out for the Cardinals.
Now batting for the Cardinals, number 6, Finnegan.
And now we're going to cut it to our sideline reporter, Rachel, who has some interview for us. We will cut back to Rachel as soon as we can. Audio not working on that phone at all for some reason. Runner's going to advance easily to third here on the play.
Now batting for the Cardinals, number 7, Jeremy Ortiz.
Apologize for the technical difficulties there. Two outs here now in the top of the fourth here for the Cardinals. Bringing up Jeremy Ortiz. That ball gets well away from the catcher. Runner Larea cannot advance home. 1 on here in the third. Nobody out. Or with 2 outs, excuse me. In there for a strike. You know, when you're up 4-1 or 4-0, Zach, 1 run doesn't feel like it would make a difference, but 4-5 is the difference in this game.
100% does.
Put this ball in play, and that's going to easily be in play for a single in the center field. Larea is going to walk into the plate to score the Cardinals' 5th run of the game, putting them up 5-0.
Now batting for the Cardinals, number 9,
Michael Nelson to the plate.
Like I said, once you get the leadoff runner on, the chances of you putting up a run that inning just increase exponentially. Maybe pulling those numbers out of my ass, but they did just score, so maybe it does make a little bit of sense.
Inside for ball 1. And that's going to end the inning here for the Cardinals on the ground out from Michael Nelson. I apologize once again for the technical difficulties, but we move to the bottom of the 4th. Cardinals 5, Mariners 0. And we are back for this broadcast of the NWI Cardinals on the Hashmark Sports Network. Before we get into this inning, sports fans, time to turn your game predictions into reality with BetOpenly.com. Grab your phones, head to the HashmarkSports.com, scan the QR code, and you've got 10 seconds. Let's see who's quick on the draw. By signing up, you're stepping into the world of peer-to-peer betting with just 1% juice, and you're automatically entered into our Hash Cash giveaway. There's $1,000 up for grabs for first place, $500 for second, $250 for third, and remember, you have to deposit at least $50 to qualify. Thanks to our partnership with Bet Openly, soon you'll be able to place bets on ABA games soon. So think the Cardinals will all play the Mariners tonight. Put your money where your mouth is, and maybe even the house. Head to HashmarkSports.com, use the QR code, and sign up at BetOpenly.com. Let's see your skills in action. It's game time. Make it count. Alec Legg gets a quick out to start this inning, Zach.
Hard grounder to second, and just makes a nice easy throw to first. Like to see the infield make these easy plays look actually easy and routine, not overcomplicating it. They turned a double play earlier. It's been smooth sailing up until this point. Knock on wood, of course.
I think we've had, part of the reason why this game's been so quick, I think we've had 3 or 4 double plays in total between the teams.
Yeah, and honestly, we've seen too many of those just because the gloves are a little unreliable and a good amount of the batters are actually quite fast. Run a solid 40-yard dash or 60-yard dash, I think they do in the majors.
Not today. So Orlando Mariana comes up to the plate batting .231 with a .462 OPS. It's in there for a strike. 1-2 the count on him. Alec is approaching another 4-inning, no-run start if he can retire these next couple batters here. Swing and a miss. Another K for Alec, and he's rolling right now, Zach.
Yeah, and you can tell that he is because these batters are getting very frustrated. They're unable to make consistent contact, and it's looking good for the Cardinals.
Once again, bringing up the leadoff hitter, Quincy Bell. Ball's fouled back. We've had some innings that seem like they're under 4 or 5 minutes, Zach.
Yeah.
Especially when Mariners are hitting.
Love the subtle jab, but yes, you are correct.
It's more of a nod to how great Alec's been on the mound more than anything.
You know what? Yeah, let's chalk it up to that. Alec has been very dominant, not just this game, but a majority of the entire season, and he's proven more of that today. He's getting ahead of these counts real early. He's turning just 1-0 counts into 1-2, and even 2-0 counts back into 2-2.
That just misses for a ball.
He's getting outs. You need 21 of those to win these ball games, and he's getting quite a few of them.
He went into this game with a .6 ERA, as that one's fouled back. He finishes this inning scoreless. I believe that's got to bring him to like .4, .3, maybe even.
Oh, I have no idea how that's calculated.
I do. I just don't feel like doing the math.
There are 2 or 3 stats in all of baseball that I don't understand how they're calculated. One of them is slug, and the other one is ERA.
ERA, I believe, is innings pitched divided by runs times 9, I believe, but not positive. Regardless, Alec finishes another inning perfect as far as the run department goes. We head to the top of the 5th. Cardinals 5, Mariners 0. We are back here on the Hashmark Network for the top of the 5th inning. Cam Legg up to bat for the Cardinals with a 5-0 cushion here on Father's Day from Chesterton, Indiana. Zane's still on the mound for the Mariners. Cardinals have yet to have an inning so far where they score more than 2 runs, which is uncharacteristic for how they've been on the season in their first strike. 6-1 record for the Cardinals on the year. A league high 53-21 run differential. Dominant.
It seems as if Zane is starting to pick up the pace on his pitching. Spending less and less time between deliveries.
That one's out there for a ball. To the count. Team batting average for the Cardinals this year, 368. Swing and a miss there for the strikeout of Cam Legg.
Might be 366 after that strikeout.
Yep.
Now batting for the Cardinals, number 11, Justin Stoner.
And an outstanding 912 team OPS for the Cardinals.
That's honestly unheard of. If this team was in the majors, they'd probably be sitting at like a 45-15 record.
Stoner up to the plate here. 1-1 the count. That one was way inside. A little low as well. We got the yellow gloves and yellow cleats. Stoner here on Father's Day. That ball is outside. Ball 2. That ball ripped directly to the shortstop off his glove. Hard contact there from Stoner. So he gets in with a single. Dugout like that one, Zach.
Not even off the glove. It seemed like he has a hole in it now.
Yeah.
It was hit right to him. Didn't even have to shuffle the feet. It just, I don't know, just got the yips.
Anderson up to the plate now for the Cardinals. The wind picks up here, and then it dies out. Picks up again, dies out. Ball fouled back. 0-1 count now to Anderson. Wine pitch. Fouled up. First base for the second out of the inning. Man still on first here. Stoner for the Cardinals. Bringing up Dan Salazar, who we've spoken about time in and time out, how great he's been batting last in the order almost every game. And one of the top probably 5 hitters on this team.
You could say that about a good amount of hitters on this team. Everyone's had their day in the sun.
He's got a veteran eye.
He does play in the 37-plus league as well.
Ball is ripped into left field. Runner Stoner, round second, holds off, comes back. Another base hit for Salazar, jacking up that batting average over 500 now.
Now batting for the Cardinals, number 14, C.J. Hardy.
The order flips around. Third timer on the order now for the Cardinals. C.J. Hardy facing Zane for a third time now. Should have everything he needs. Last at bat, it looked like Zane's pitches were coming in a lot slower. I don't know if that was just his approach to Salazar or if his arm's getting tired, but looked like there was a little bit less velocity on those pitches in that last at bat.
He is 4 2/3 innings into this, and with a shoulder brace, you can't expect him to be at 100%.
Decent amount of velocity on that last pitch, though, in there for a strike on Hardy. That ball is hit to right field. Right fielder under it. Makes the play for the third out of the inning. we head to the bottom of the fifth. Cardinals 5, Mariners 0. We are back here in the bottom of the fifth on the Hashmark Sports Network. NWI Cardinals baseball against the Mariners. Got a timeout called by the umpire here as he talks to a fan.
Wonder what that's really about, but
could be anything.
Could be nothing. Sky could be falling.
Alex still on the mound here for the Cardinals, looking to get another scoreless inning. Go 5 scoreless would be beautiful for that ERA. Luis Orozco back at the plate for the Mariners, batting .600 on the year. Got on base last inning, or last time up, I should say.
Not that you ask your starter to go up and eat innings, but having your starter go up and have what seems to be 3, 4, maybe even 5 sub 7-minute innings where he's throwing under 15 pitches, it's real nice to not have to go to the bullpen through the first 4.
Definitely. Save some arms. Swing and a miss there. For strike 3 on Orozco.
And as we heard from the Cardinals dugout, give him a chair because he just sat him down.
Jesus. A little bit of a scream from a driving by fan.
Looking for Chucky. I don't know if that's a man or he's looking for the killer doll. I hope it's the former.
Zane back up for the Mariners. Looks like he still has that brace on hitting here. And hits another one right up the middle. I believe that's his second single to center field.
He's 2 for 2 with that brace on.
So gets on. Swinging early, too. I believe that first hit he had was in the first or second pitch as well. 1 on, 1 out now for the Mariners. Still scoreless in this one.
Double play ball would be great for morale.
And we've seen it time and time again in this game. The ball was fouled back. Alec throws the first. Trying to get that pick again.
He did pick him off last time he hit a single, so maybe he's hoping to catch him sleeping again.
I gotta imagine it's pretty tough to slide if you got a bad shoulder. So maybe he's anticipating no slide.
Right. He's taking a much smaller lead as well.
Yeah.
He seems to have learned from his first at-bat, or first base running encounter.
as he tries to pick him off again, doesn't get him after it took like a step off. Fake throw. He went for the fake throw, didn't get him. I like the play though.
I feel like he's making the fake throw a little too obvious.
That was a little brother to brother fake throw there from Alec and Cam Leggett on the mound and at first base. That ball ripped to short for Hardy. You called it, Zach. To second for one. To first.
Ooh.
Can't get him. Good effort, though. Got the lead runner there. Good play by CJ for the second out of the inning. Lead runner does not get to advance. We still got runner on first with 2 away here for Alec. Chance to extend his scoreless inning streak in this game to 5. When you're the Mariners, Zach, you don't need to be taking big leads here, trying to steal bases. You need all the base runners you can get, especially when you have a guy like Alec on the mound who is going to try to pick you off if you take a big lead.
There probably isn't that much film going around on any of these teams just for film study during the off days, but there has to be rumors spread about Alec just being able to pick a lot of guys off. He's done it a few times this year.
Ball's hit softly in the right center, is down for a single. Runner just advances to second. 2 on, 2 out now for the Mariners. The bottom of the 5th. I mean, they don't even need the film, Zach. They've seen it about 5, 6, 7, 8 times this game. He's thrown over to first.
Wonder how many attempts he does have this year.
I'd say it's probably about maybe
30 plus?
Yeah, 20, 30, yeah. Somewhere in that range. The pitch. Another soft single into the outfield. The throw goes, the throw was into Alec at the mound. He almost had a chance to make a quick throw home to get the out. Can't get it. Mariners are going to score their first run on a single. 3 singles this inning, and they get 1 run. 5-1 Cardinals now here in the bottom of the 5th with 2 on, 2 out.
I think that single, or this inning in general, will signify the end of Alec's outing after the inning concludes. But giving up 2 straight, he gave up 3 singles this inning.
Yes.
All with 1+ outs. So you can't let the Mariners generate a lot of momentum here. Got to end this inning here and now with this batter, whether it's a pickoff or just striking them out or getting a pop out.
For the most part, they were all softly hit, too. That one, softly hit to CJ at short. He makes the play over to first. Athletic shortstop he is. And he makes the 3rd out of the inning. After 5, Cardinals 5, Mariners 1. Moving on to the top of the 6th inning here for the Cardinals. Ivan Salazar up for the 3rd time.
Yeah, the Mariners were able to get a series of hits that led to a run to cut into the 5-0 lead from the Cardinals to a 5-1 lead. Hopefully we see either just a little bit of momentum showing that the Cardinals will not lie down and let the Mariners just keep hitting soft singles, or they just put up some runs of their own.
And that was the last inning for Zane on the mound for the Mariners. They're now bringing up Sean Cunningham out of the bullpen. He only has 2 innings pitched so far in the year. He has 2 appearances on the year, 4 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 3 walks. Got a 1.75 ERA. He pitched last game against the Twins for the Mariners. 2 innings pitched, faced 12 batters, 30 pitches. Gave up 4 hits, 2 walks, and an earned run in that appearance. He's been solid so far out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's looking to just mitigate the damage that the Cardinals can do, trying to keep this within 4 runs so the Mariners have a chance at the bottom of the 6th and 7th later on.
Now batting for the Cardinals, number 45, Ivan Salazar.
Let's see what Cunningham's got here against this 2-3-4 top of the Cardinals order that has been devastating for some teams.
For a good majority of teams, outside of the loss, this part of the order has been very consistent, where you rarely see them go 1, 2, 3 in an inning.
I mean, when you look at the Cardinals, I mean, they've just, for a 53 to 21 run differential, you're dominating teams. They've won games 8-1, 4-0, 3-0, 13-5, 14-4, and 10-0.
And how many of those runs allowed came in that Twins loss?
11 of the 21.
More than half, which is, I don't want to say it's great, but it shows that when you're winning pretty damn convincing.
If you take out that Twins game, the Cardinals are 6-0 with a 52 to 10 run differential. Dominant.
That's an
Dominant
understatement.
regardless, but they're going to get a chance in a couple weeks to avenge that loss against the Twins. They have a doubleheader next week against the Red Sox and the Reds. Both teams sitting middle to top middle of the standings here in the SSABL. That ball is hit. Foul.
Kind of getting lost in the chatter between the shortstop and his dugout.
So am I. I was kind of letting them speak for a minute. Salazar behind in the count here. Wind and the pitch from Cunningham is low for a ball. 2-2 the count now on Ivan Salazar. The first batter faced for Cunningham of the Mariners. Very slow pace in his pitching. Swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch, but drop third strike. Does not. Oh, wow. Barely gets him at first base. Honestly, it kind of looked safe to me, Zach.
It was close. Bang, bang play. With only one ump, you can only do so much.
But that's big for Cunningham to be able to get that first out. Struck out the first batter he faced. Darren Evan up to the plate for the Cardinals. Ball is thrown outside for ball 1 from Cunningham. Very slow delivery, but it's kind of nice to see. We had 2 fast pitchers on the mound to start this game in Alec and Zane.
Yeah, change of pace could be really clutch for the Mariners, as, like you mentioned, the Cardinals are kind of used to that faster pace. So maybe this helps the Mariners get a few extra outs that they would not have gotten normally.
Just got to stay patient if you're the Cardinals. 2-0 count to Edman here. Swing and a miss. Took a big rip at that one.
The bat speed was off the charts with that one.
O'Neal Cruz-esque.
I wouldn't say all that.
100th percentile bat speed. Had to throw that out there. And exit field, but we already knew that. Edmund, your 2-1 count. Nobody on, one out here in the top of the 6th. Swing and a miss there. 2-2 now. The count on Edmund. Cunningham gathers. The wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss there from Edmund. Cunningham's had some good stuff early. Another drop third strike and another out on the drop third strike. Back-to-back Ks to start off the day for Sean Cunningham coming out of the bullpen.
Number 1, Carlos Correa.
Carlos Larrea up to the plate now for the Cardinals. Hasn't played as many games as most on this team, but he's been great in his short time. Already batting cleanup.
Yeah, he went from batting 5 and 6, I believe, a few weeks ago, and then all of a sudden started batting cleanup and kept getting on base, driving a lot of baseballs into gaps. And you do that enough, your team's going to want to keep hitting you high.
And he was trying to do it again. Took a big hack at that one. Swing and a miss 0-1. Fouled back 0-2. Looks like that's either a changeup with some downward motion or a curveball, but it's gotten back-to-back batters here this inning in Salazar and Edmund. And Larrea made a little bit of contact there, but fooled him as well. We'll see if he goes back to that here.
Seems to be a solid changeup. That's
Maybe a
just
circle change?
possibly just getting a good enough amount of drop that's making batters thinking it's dropping more than it is.
That ball hit deep to right field. Right fielder chasing over his head. Going to knock off the wall. Larrea going to get into second easily with another extra base hit, and he's red hot.
I think he could have gone to third.
Could have.
But
Two-
on
two
one
outs.
day like today, maybe I wouldn't want to run as much either
And 2 outs in the inning. No reason
to risk
to
anything.
get
Set
thrown out at third.
Set up a very solid hitter.
Yep.
So rip something through a gap and maybe bring you in.
You got Leg Up, who is consistent in being able to single with runners in scoring position and getting a leg up on the other team.
I see what you did there. He did have a bases loaded opportunity earlier in the game, but could not capitalize.
It's inside for ball 1.
Oh.
They call that a strike?
No, but Larrea was almost caught him in the middle of the base paths, but no one went to go cover second, so throw could not be made.
I thought he called that a strike for a second. I was like, wait
Oh,
a
no,
minute.
no, no.
I was like, wait a minute. Pitch. It's low. Leg fouls it back. 1-1 the count.
That ball got the porta potty.
Did it?
Yeah. Here's the thump of the plastic.
Cunningham waiting for the signal. Collects, checks second. The wind, pitch. It's high for a ball. 2-1 the count. It's outside for a ball. 3-1 now.
Wouldn't shock me to see Alec looking to give himself the green light here.
Absolutely.
Try and bring in this
3-1.
runner.
3-1 with 2 outs. Runner in scoring position. Try to give one a ride. That's outside. A ball that even in a 3-1 count you don't want to swing at. He walks, making it first and second with 2 out here, bringing up Mitch Finnegan.
Number 6, Mitch Finnegan.
Are they going to give a run here for Alec? They will. Darren Edmond. And a run here for Alec Legg.
Don't think he's going to come out and pitch again.
Important to note that Schoonover is not here today for the Cardinals, so he will not be coming in to pitch. We know C.J. Hardy pitched a couple nights ago in a weeknight league. I don't know if he will be pitching. Maybe Nelson possibly. Shortstop, backs up, makes the play, and drops the ball. What? He makes the catch. That was unbelievable. Came off his glove, caught it on the rebound there for the third out of the inning. Almost scored a run on a bad error. Regardless, moved to the bottom of the 6th. Cardinals still 5, Mariners still 1.
Got to respect the theatrics.
We are back here from Chesterton, Indiana on the Hashmark Network for the bottom of the 6th here between the Cardinals and the Mariners. Cardinals lead 5-1. Aaron Edmond on the mound.
This might be his first appearance this
This
year.
is his first appearance.
Here goes the mic.
Oh, thank you. Good hit.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Of course.
So we'd like to see.
See you guys next week.
No, we won't be here next week. We don't have a
Oh,
broadcast.
yeah, you're right.
Oh,
2
see you
weeks
guys
from now.
2 weeks.
2
Yeah.
weeks or 3 weeks. I don't know. I gotta check my schedule.
It'll be
Something
two.
like that. All right, bro.
Well, good job today.
Good shit out there.
Thank you. You guys have
Good
a good
looks.
one.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you, too.
If you guys ever want to come out, I know another team would like you guys.
Really?
Yeah, I'm playing 4.
Four
So,
teams?
if I just tell Alex to get a hold of you guys. and
Yeah,
have
but-
one of you guys hit me up or something.
Yeah, let us know.
All right, for sure.
Sounds
You guys
Appreciate
have a
it.
good one.
You too, bro.
Too.
That was Carlos Larrea after getting a double last inning. Ball fouled back. Edmonds' first appearance of the season here, looking to go 3 up, 3 down here in the bottom of the 6th. Always interesting to see a new pitcher out here for the Cardinals. Time called. I believe by the batter. Something in his eye, maybe. Looks like it.
Maybe a little bit of extra sweat.
Be a good confidence booster here for Edmond if he can go 6 up, 6 down and win this game for the Cardinals here, close it out.
Yeah, worst case scenario, if he struggles a little bit in this inning, then maybe they go Hardy because he was slated to start.
Swing and a miss there for strike 3 for Edmund as he gets his first strikeout of the season and his first matchup of the season.
Hey.
Bringing up number 23 here for the Mariners. Ball is low. For ball 1 for Edmund.
Edmund does seem to have a little bit of gas behind his fastball.
Yeah. Been saving that arm.
Maybe a right-handed Aroldis Chapman for the Cardinals.
Have a good weekend.
You too.
In there for a strike. 1-1 the count.
Kind of sets up like him, too. A little starts facing front, then turns into it.
Yep. Swing and a miss there. Looks like he has good control.
He's got too much of a leg kick to be Chapman, though. I'm hung up on this. I don't know why.
And he's a righty. Strike 3. What a punch out there from Blue. That's what we like to see. Edmund has faced 2 batters on the season. 2 Ks. Looks like we are picking our 50-50 raffle winner.
50-50 raffle. Not only do you get half the 50-50 pot, but you get a I Only Like Winners Mike Ditka t-shirt.
All right. Should I read the number?
Yes.
110930. You are our winner. That is 110930. Congrats. Come get your stuff.
Come get your stuff.
Would be great to see Edmund go 3 up, 3 down, 3 Ks in his first inning.
Yeah, striking out the side would be quite the confidence booster. Not only himself, but management, just so they know they have another semi-reliable arm to go to in late game situations as the season goes on.
Especially with a doubleheader
Yes.
next week. You can have 3, 4, 5 solid arms to get you through that doubleheader. You're going to be in a good spot if you're the Cardinals.
Even best case scenario, you just got to go through 2 games, 2 pitchers per game. If you get a pitcher like Alec or Schoonover or Hardy, if he decides to start for one of those, you get 5 innings out of each of those guys, and then just got to get through 2 innings with a bullpen guy.
Exactly. You could have Hardy, Schoonover. Let's see, Hardy, Schoonover, Leg, and then you got Nelson and Edmund, who have both so far pitched well for the Cardinals. 3-1 the count now for Edmund, looking to avoid his first walk of the season.
Wonder how he's feeling about the long sleeves in this weather. I know we're chilling because we're in the shade, but I don't know, in the sun, gotta be
hot.
real warm.
As Wickham, third baseman, walks in his first at-bat against Edmund. Putting a man on first with 2 outs here. As Edmund faces Jacob Mayorga, batting .600 on the year. He was 1 for 1 with a stolen base against the Twins last game. It's in there for a strike. Second pitch, way high for ball 1 against Mayorga. Mayorga's got a 1,200 OPS on the season. He's been great.
Gonna have to settle down a little bit, control yourself, get the pitches into the zone. Got 2 strikeouts so far, just
It's in there for a strike, 1 and 2. I hate to be the guy that's like, oh, now you're going to get to face some challenges in your first time on the mound. But if he would have struck out the side and then maybe he doesn't pitch next inning, he doesn't get to experience a man on base. At least now he has to work with a man on base.
yeah, there's nothing wrong with
That foul ball came directly at us, hit the fence. 1 and 2 still the count now to Mayorga. Chance for Edmund to get his 3rd strikeout of the inning. See if he goes heater here.
Just like LeBron's favorite saying, you have to put yourself in situations that you are uncomfortable in.
That's his favorite saying. Oh, and that ball takes a tough bounce over Nelson's head at third base. It's going to be a single. No worse. For the Mariners and Mayorga. And Edmund, for that matter. First and second. 2 outs now for Edmund. It's a big spot now. Cannot give up any sort of extra base hit to Orlando Marina. Batting .231 on the year. He was 2 for 3 last game, though. Righty-righty matchup. In Edmund's favor. Long hold on the kick there for ball 1.
I do agree with what you were saying about getting new experiences of having a man or two on base, but at some point you've got to just get out of this inning and not let the Mariners generate momentum or even score runs to bring them within striking distance of this 4-run lead that you have.
Absolutely. And now he gets a chance to work with 2 guys on base here. He has enough of a cushion where even a home run doesn't lose the lead for the Cardinals, but now he gets a chance to work out of it, get comfortable with guys on base. We'll see if they try to steal on him. Him not being on the mound yet this year might be a little bit easier to steal off of him. Runners stay, and that's in there for a strike. 1-2.
He doesn't have the fastest delivery, but the pitch speed itself is quite high. So it all depends on the Salazar arm back there if they do attempt to steal.
Ball's tipped back. Still 2 strikes here for the Cardinals. See Edmund go off speed here. They're throwing a lot of heaters.
Change up the timing of the hitter.
That ball is, foul tip hit the ground and then off the helmet of the batter. That was.
I think they got him in the face.
Did it look like it went off his helmet? Oh, my God. Did it go? Oh, no, you're right. I think it did go off his chin. That is, man, you hate to see that, man. That ball went hard off the ground.
Off his chin or off his neck?
Looks like chin, man.
I think he's going to step right back into the box.
Good to see him still out there after that. That was could have been a scary one.
It definitely was scary. Anytime you get hit in the face, there's a little bit of fear.
One of those plays that it can happen at any moment. You don't see it often, but good to know that he's okay. He's stepping back there in the box on 1-2 count.
A true warrior. I don't know anything about his personal life, but maybe he's operating on that dad strength today.
Yeah. That's outside for a ball. 2-2 the count now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on here in the bottom of the 6th. Foul tip back once again. Leadoff hitter Bell on deck for the Mariners. Should Edmund not get this out here?
Now this batter is fighting in this at bat.
Yeah. Line the pitch. That ball is hit sharply between first and second base. Runner is going to score from second. Runner from first advances to third. And after taking a ball off the face in that last at-bat, Mariana comes back and hits an RBI single to give his team 2 runs, down 3.
I was hoping we wouldn't come to this point, but the tying run is now at the plate for the Mariners.
Tie for ball 1. Pickoff attempt from Salazar to leg, almost successful.
Came into the bag with a little bit of speed. Thought he was going to overrun it for a second.
Edman with the pitch. High. Ball 2. He struck out the first 2 batters this inning, Zach, and then it's been tough since.
He threw him out at third.
The pickoff from Salazar to third. Unsuccessful at first, and then successful at third for the 3rd out of the inning. That was huge. Can't overstate it. We head to the top of the 7th. Cardinals 5, Mariners 2. We are back here in the top of the 7th for this broadcast of the NWI Cardinals on the Hashmark Sports Network. Up to bat for the Cardinals is Jeremy Ortiz, as he hits one high above the head of the second baseman, and he cannot make the play after trailing back on it. That will bloop in to right center. Ortiz at first.
Yeah, the Mariners threatened a little bit in the last couple innings. They got one in the bottom of the 5th and then got another one in the bottom of the 6th. Inning ended on a pickoff attempt to third that was successful. A little lackadaisical running by the man on third, but that will squander a good opportunity from the top of the Mariners order. But luckily they'll get 1, 2, 3 up in the bottom of the 7th, but not until after the Cardinals have a chance, and they've got a man on first and no out again in this inning.
That ball ripped to first, and he makes the tag for the double play. That was a fantastic play from the first baseman.
That is platinum glove level athleticism there.
He looks injured after the play. But that was a stellar play from the first baseman there. Jumps up to make that grab way over his head, comes down, tags the runner. Tough play for any first baseman to make, but he makes it there. Bringing up Cam Leg.
My foot hurts.
With 2 outs here on the top of the 7th. Ball fouled back for a strike.
And we've seen some really fun defensive plays so far in this season. We've seen a triple play during the first game of our first doubleheader.
We saw a game with about 6 double plays today.
Yeah, we saw that double play in particular. Crazy snag down the line on a hard hit ball. Tagged him.
In there for a strike. Strike 2 on Cam.
We didn't get to witness it live, but there was a no-hitter last week.
Yep.
A lot of memorable moments.
Cunningham's been pretty dominant so far in his 1 2/3 innings pitched. Cam calls timeout. Cunningham does a long stare.
Yeah, he's a statue right now. He is locked in.
He didn't move for about 15 seconds there. That ball's high for ball 1. To Leg. The wind and the pitch. That ball's hit softly to short. Shortstop gathers, makes the throw. First baseman has to jump in, tag the runner. This inning was all about the first baseman and Cunningham. They get the job done. Quickest inning maybe of all time. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Cardinals 5, Mariners 2. We're back here in the bottom of the 7th for Cardinals baseball on the Hashmark Sports Network. Manager Dan Salazar was out there with Edmund here in between innings, coaching him up a little bit, trying to get him ready for his 2nd inning of work on the season and on the game. Leadoff hitter here for the Mariners, Quincy Bell, up to the plate. 462 OBP for him on the year. Low for ball 1. The Mariners going into this game sitting at 2-5 on the season, 9th out of 11 teams in the SSABO. Lost to teams such as the Brew Crew, the Red Sox, the Expos, the Diamondbacks, and the Twins. Just a 2.76 team batting average and a 3.5 team ERA. Cardinals team ERA 1.57 on the year.
With a plus 42.
Oh, that ball bounces, comes off Edmund. Leg at second is able to make the play. Great play from Alec there after it came off of Edmund. on the
Yeah, that
mound.
was. I thought that it was almost hitting Edmund in the chest.
Runner slid in at first. Couldn't get there.
Gotta love the hustle, but dirtied his uniform for nothing.
Gotta clean it anyways. Might as well get some dirt off it. It's outside for ball one here.
You can put on the broad stream. Someone lost their wallet or broadcast.
What?
Someone lost their wallet.
Oh,
I mean, if they were here, they're
someone
not gonna be
lost
watching the
their.
broadcast.
You have a name in there for me?
Yeah.
You see, it's somebody lost their wallet. If anybody's out here at the stadium, Flores, last name Valley Flores, Valpo. We have your wallet here at Chesterton Park. If you need it, come grab it. Assume you do need it. Ball's outside. It's in there for a strike.
Edmund did get pieced up a little bit in that last inning. He's hoping to rebound a little bit. He did get bailed out by Ivan Salazar on that nice throw to third. Mentioned it before, but
Edmund with the wind and the pitch. It's low. 3-2 count here. I don't know if we've had a full count yet today, Zach.
yeah, there's been a lot of quick outs within the at bats that we've seen.
Whether it's a strikeout or a ground out.
Double play.
Yeah. Ball's low and outside for ball four. Edmund walks. Second batter he faces this inning. 1 on, 1 out now for the Mariners, down 3.
The game is far from over, as a good amount of the damage the Mariners have done have been with 1 or 2 outs.
And in the back half of this game.
Yes.
Low for ball 1. The wind and the pitch from Edmund. In there for a strike, 1-1.
Wouldn't shock me to see a pickoff attempt at some point this inning from Salazar if the batter gets a little excited and wants to round the bases a little too early.
Ball's low, and you almost called it right there, Zach. You pump faked it. 2-1 the count.
If it wasn't a left-handed batter, it wouldn't shock me if he fired that anyways.
Yeah, left-handed batter definitely playing a factor here. It's in there for a strike. 2-2 the count. Don't think the Mariners loved that call. The wind and the pitch. Low. There's the pickoff attempt. Just missed him. Runner seems to be injured at first, holding a hand.
Might have jammed a finger or maybe just bent his wrist funny, sliding back in, trying to get his hand onto the bag.
That looks like a jammed finger animation to my
animation. We've all had our fair share of jammed fingers in our lifetime. Football, basketball, apparently sliding back into first in baseball. Maybe even a goalkeeper in soccer.
Getting a pinch runner, I believe, here. Quincy Bell coming in. for the injured runner at first. The orange helmet.
Maybe I'm speculating, but no high five from the teammates there. I don't know. Maybe there's some turmoil in the locker room.
Or just the fact his hand is hurt, maybe.
Yeah, his left hand looks like it's the one that's hurt. He was running with him on his right side. Right hand, stick that out. You can't give it to your homie like that.
Also looks like Quincy Bell, the pinch runner, might have some speed too.
Yeah, strong lead.
Wouldn't be shocked to see him take off here, but down 5-2 with an out already in this inning. I don't know if that's a strong play here. 2-2 still the count here.
Can't let too many runners get on base.
Excuse me, 3-2 count, as that is a walk there. An unnecessary throw there from Salazar after it being a walk. Regardless, no damage done there. First and second, one out, and the tying run coming to the plate here in the form of Sean Cunningham, who came in to pitch the past couple innings for the Mariners. Little mound visit here from the Cardinals.
Edmund once again facing a 2-on situation. A double play would just be a great relief to get out of the inning.
Cunningham steps in here after having a great 2 frames the back half of this game for the Mariners. Chance to do it with his bat here. Putting one over the fence would tie this ball game up. It's in there for a strike. Important to get that first pitch strike here.
Yeah, get ahead in the count, but can't throw too many balls either because you'll then put yourself behind and walk another batter just like you did the last 2.
Especially with a guy in his first appearance of the season on the mound. It's very important to not be behind in those counts. Swing and a miss as he goes up 0-2 here on Cunningham.
I'd love to see him challenge him here. 0-2 count. Hitter might be thinking he's going to try and get me to chase because he has pitches to work with.
I think we see something high here.
Yeah, challenge him high and in.
And that ball hit sharply. That's going to be a single. The ball into home plate and did not get him at home. Just missed him. That was a big hit there from Cunningham, who was hyped after getting around the bases. Pinch running. Single scores a run there. We still have first and second with one out here. 5-3 Cardinals now.
Tying run is on second, and the winning run, the go-ahead run, is at the plate.
Wonder if the Cardinals consider switching pitchers here. Nobody's warming up. Looks like they're going to rock with Edmund regardless. Outside for a ball.
Yeah, offense not nearly as on fire as we've seen in previous games, but at the same time, you gotta hope that 5 runs will win you a ball game, especially when your starting pitcher gives you a gem like the one he gave you today.
It's in there for a strike. 2 runs given up now for Edmund in 1 1/3.
And that sac fly from, I believe, the 4th or 5th inning for the Cardinals that he was ended up thrown out at home. Could come back to bite you.
You can feel the momentum from the Mariners dugout right now.
Yeah, they are chirping quite a bit.
Ball's high, 3-1 the count. Chance to load the bases here if he walks.
Double play ball is still a possibility. But it does look like number 8 has a little bit of speed to him.
Edmund puts it right down the pipe there for a strike. 3-2 the count. Full count. That's crazy, Zach. After striking out his first 2 batters face of the year, it's been a bit of a struggle for Edmund so far.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him strike this guy out here. Would be huge. Ball is fouled back.
It is in
Cam
play.
leg is in pursuit and just misses it, sliding into the dugout. Just missed what would have been a huge out for the Cardinals.
Yes. And that's the type of play where you just – it would have been great to have it, but at the same time, it's hard to ask really anybody to make that play.
You just got to come right back at the hitter here, strike him out.
Would have been a highlight for sure.
A ground ball to short. They end this game. Strike 3. What a punch out there from Edmund. Got him looking, batter not happy about it, but
Caught that low. Caught that low and away corner.
couldn't overstate how important that play was. Ball fouled back. 0-1 with 2 outs here. 1 batter left for Edmund.
Runners will be going on contact, so fielders have to be ready. Maybe a play at the plate if a single doesn't get as much juice on it.
A double most likely ties this game.
I would agree with that.
That ball goes over the catcher's head. Both runners advanced. No throw was able to be made. 2nd and 3rd now.
Now, you do have a base open. I'm not saying walk them, but
Also pitching against.
to get a better matchup, righty-righty rather than
Yep.
righty-lefty, I don't think it's the worst idea.
Second and 3rd, 2 outs here from Chesterton, Indiana. 1-1 the count from Darren Edmond, looking to put away the Mariners and extend the Cardinals' record to 7-1. The wind and the pitch from Edmond is in there for a strike. 1-2. The Mariners are down to their last strike.
That looked like a good call to me. I don't know why he's freaking out about it a little too much.
Emotions of the game. Just got to call that on the strikeout for the last one on a full count.
I think that was a good call too.
I don't disagree. That ball's outside. Salazar looks like he wanted to throw a pickoff throw there. It seems like that would be, I don't want to say unnecessary, but too high of a risk
Yeah.
at this point.
Ball gets away.
You
It'll
score
let the runner from third score, but depends on how bad of a throw it is. If it gets all the way in the outfield, maybe that runner from second could score too, and it ties this ball game.
or he just gets the third and an infield single, ties it up.
Yep.
2-2 the count here. Ball is low, gets away from Salazar. Neither runner advances. 3-2 now with 2 men on, 2 out. 2-run game here in the bottom of the 7th. This is, at this point, the biggest pitch of the game.
I completely agree. Biggest spot in the game.
Talk about playing situational ball for Edmund in his first game.
Yeah.
He's getting that. Maybe shouldn't have said.
Worst case scenario, you are going to be sitting. I don't even know. What would be worst case scenario here? A bomb?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they'll win the game.
But hey, these.
Any base hit is the worst case scenario. You'd
Yes.
rather walk them, obviously. Edmund the pitch. Ball fouled back. Hit the tree above us.
Hit the tree behind us and then back into the fence in front of us. Working its way towards the Cardinal or the Mariners dugout.
Still a full count. Edmund The wind, the pitch. Ball is popped up. Edmond under it, calling for it, makes the catch, and that is the ball game. Your NWI Cardinals win once again, improving their record to 7-1, the best in the SSABL. Zach, closer than we thought it was going to be for the first 5 innings. How
Got
do we
dicey at
feel?
the end. Mariners got a little bit of momentum going, but that is something that they can take into their next game. Cardinals, especially Edmond, you got to learn from those back 2 innings and be able to improve, learn from your small but fixable mistakes, and going to the doubleheader next weekend with some renewed energy and just be able to come out with 1, maybe even 2 wins next weekend.
Alec Legg starts out the game for him, gives you 5 one-run innings. Then Edmond comes in, gives you 2 earned in 2 innings. Had to play through a tough scenario, but another option at pitcher if he could figure it out going forward here. Like you said, Zach, they have a doubleheader next week against the Reds and the Red Sox. We will be back on the Hashmark Sports Network 2 weeks from now against the Twins for the Cardinals to avenge their only loss of the season. From Chesterton, Indiana, happy Father's Day, everybody. From Zach Yonkman, I'm Josh Reidelbach. Have a good night.